Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we wanted to do a video on how to choose a therapist.
Yeah, so we haven't really done a video like this before, and actually choosing your therapist is like one of the first steps towards recovery. I guess it depends in which sort of country you live in as to whether you're able to choose your therapist or whether one's designated. Again, in the UK, I guess in the NHS, I don't know if you always have a choice. Maybe it depends on the area you're in. But definitely if you're looking for private therapy or paid for therapy or something like that, or through like private health insurance, you can choose a therapist. And also I think within the NHS, if you're not getting on with someone, you know, you can choose to sort of like be put somewhere else depending on the availability. So it's kind of important to, even if you can't choose, to kind of research them beforehand and just know a little bit about who you're going to see, I guess. So,
and I think if it's like life coaching, you can choose more.
Yeah.
If you're kind of looking at it for like a life coach or just for someone to chat to,
Yeah.
You can look people up. So,
well, first thing we thought was quite important is obviously like research. So don't be afraid to kind of look into them a little bit, like look at their website, look at what they've written about themselves.
testimonials.
Testimonials. Obviously a lot of the testimonials will probably be anonymous because obviously it's quite a private thing, but having a look at what sort of things people have written about them and their experience with them. Also, obviously, if they come recommended from a friend or someone you know, it might be worth asking a few questions about how they found that person, because everyone's so different. It doesn't mean that just because you look someone up or, I don't know, they're recommended, that then they're going to be the right person for you. Some people like a more structured approach, some people like a more caring approach, some people like it more chit-chatty. So maybe it would be good to just have a look up about what they say about how they present themselves. And
yeah, I think as well, you do kind of meet someone and you share the same energy. You know, when you walk in and you're like, I'm not quite gelling with this person. There will be someone that you gel with. I mean, give it a good go, because you're going to have a barrier up, and they're obviously going to try and break that down. So you're going to be quite not defensive, but well, yeah, probably a bit.
Sitting on the fence a bit.
Yeah, whether to tell them or not. So I think, you know, give it a good few sessions, and if you're still not feeling the same kind of connection, then try and look somewhere else. But that should come in time. If you go for the first one and you're like, yeah, that wasn't really what I was looking for, maybe give it another go, and be open-minded, as hard as it is.
And I think, yeah, that's really important. And also, I think it's actually probably quite interesting to look up what sort of therapies they've trained in before, because if you want someone who's a little bit more kind of alternative, you might look at if they've trained in things like NLP or mindfulness, or even if they do like yoga. I know it sounds silly, but that's often someone who's a little bit more, what's the word, like person-centered. You know, that sort of more about like energy and how you're feeling or whatever. Or if you're wanting someone who's a bit more structured, maybe you're going to look at someone who's sort of done a degree, who does like specific CBT or specific, this is their care plan and that's what you'll follow. So maybe it depends on what you're looking for, or if you don't know, I guess try. You can only try, or what you're feeling. Also maybe look at YouTube videos, because a lot of people do reviews of their experience of certain types of therapy.
Yeah.
So
and
you get a different approach.
And sometimes the people that you see, the counsellors, might have done a couple of videos on the way that they work, or I was going to say DMT, or their DBT. So you can kind of get an energy from them from that. But I think the main thing is just don't be afraid to do your research.
Yeah.
And there are, although in the NHS you might not get to choose, but there are other options of people available.
Yeah. And I think it's a hard one, because you obviously want to see how someone is qualified to be where they are, but just because they have a qualification, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm probably going to get shut down for this, but I don't know, I think just look at the whole picture, because you can be qualified on experience, or you can be qualified on having done one course and then that's what you follow, or you can be qualified more on an alternative holistic approach. So it really depends on how you are as a person or what you relate to.
Yeah. I think as well with counselling, I do think you can learn it, but I do think you've either got it or you haven't. You're either that way inclined to listen to someone else and look at the broader picture and be a listener, then you're not. It's a bit like you could do a degree in acting, but you might come out as not a good actor. Me? No, I'm joking.
No,
but you might come out as, or you might had a couple of classes and you might be brilliant as an actor. Or so I think it depends.
But then also saying that, if we're going on the acting route, some people might love like your style of acting, but others may prefer someone else's style.
That's so true.
I think literally everything is from a perspective. Everything is
individual to.
Yeah, I can't think of the word, but it's from your own perspective. Like some people like mushrooms, some people don't. Don't know where the mushrooms came from, but it doesn't mean that they're horrible. It's just means some people like them, some people don't. So I think it's important. Obviously, you want to look at that someone's insured and that they're professional, but I think you don't always want to go by what is their qualification. What's this? What's this? What's this? And go into it open-minded, and then obviously if you feel that it's not right, then move on to the next. But don't give up. That's the most important thing. Keep going. We hope that helps.
Yeah, we didn't know who was going to speak then, but we hope that helps, and let us know on your journey. We would be very interested.
Yeah.
Bye guys.